Hey, what's up, everyone? Morty Croson here, and today we'll be talking about the elbow position and the head alignment as you're throwing the football to be able to get the ball out of your hands more effectively, more efficiently, and increase the throwing power. We're going to go ahead and hop right into it. So we got Josh Allen here, and when he was first starting out, I know he talks about how he was a lot more kind of straight up, or like now he's more rotational. He's made some adjustments with his mechanics since his combine, but I do think it's helpful to be able to see the view from here just because it's hard to be able to get the same level of, I guess, precision when it comes to seeing some of the angles and some of like the body positions when going through the throw, especially when we could just see like the skin of the shoulder as well as the elbow. So big thing I would say here is as the ball is coming out of the hands or as we're getting the elbow to come through, let's make sure that the elbow is just getting above the shoulder. I'll even tell people to try to get your bicep almost to the ear. That ends up being a primary way of being able to help athletes and being able to improve just the height of the ball as it's coming out. That makes it so then we're able to get more of like a downward wrist flick. So as the ball comes out, it's important that we're like pulling downward with the arm rather than pushing as the ball comes out of the hand. So that's really why I think that getting the elbow up ends up being important. In order to do this, I do think we want to be able to minimize any extra movements where we have the hand going back here. The more back the hand gets, then the more the ball is going to be coming this way as it's coming out of your hand. So really the idea is to get the ball to be moving forwards the best as possible to be able to be effective with the release. And one of the things that I'll say when, this is like an example of what not to do with like the head. So you can see this is a common thing that I'll see with people with as they're going through the ball, the throw, they'll go and get the head really out to the side in comparison to the hips, where the idea would be to not necessarily keep the head locked into place, because I think that's also a mistake where people end up going, the ball will get too far off to the side because the head is too far this way. That's why I say it's like the elbow height and the head position. So the more we can get the head kind of out of the way and a part of your actual throw while also getting the elbow up, I think makes it so now we can get a lot more power behind the throw. So just being aware of how your head alignment as you're going through the throw. And I think that getting this back view makes a big difference when it comes to understanding how to get the ball out of your hands more effectively. And really the big thing that I really preach within all of the programs and the things that I do within your throwing mechanics is how long does it take you to get the ball out of your hands? So we can see 0.03 here for Josh Allen, and he gets the ball out by about 4.3. That's about as long as you'd want to take here. Yeah, so it leaves about 4.3, 4.7, somewhere in there. Okay, so about 0.4 seconds. That's usually where I recommend you want to be with the release, and we'll compare that here. So we're starting at about 2.4, or sorry, 4.0. Yeah, he's a little bit over 4 with his release, right? 0.83 is here, and he's out with the ball at 0.83, which means that it's over zero point 0.4. So again, the idea is to be zero point 0.4 or under when it comes to your release, getting out of the ball out of your hands nice and quickly is, I think, the main part of being able to have a great throw or be able to get recruited. When you watch those top quarterbacks throw, they just do a great job of getting the ball out of their hands quickly and have a strong wrist flick. And that's what we want to be able to teach you how to do in order to have as much success as possible in your throw. So yeah, if you like the information, go and click that thumbs up down below, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, comments, or recommendations, you can leave those down below. And thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.